I'm Anümani Santos, Elohim Magdalene Rosa, and I'm here with my beloved sister, Pamela Jane Gerrand.
Good evening, beautiful Anumani, my beloved sister. Hi, I'm Pamela Jane, Elohim Maria Rosa. We are Sisters of the Rose. We are so grateful and excited to be here this evening. It's evening in our time zone. Wherever we're greeting you, morning, afternoon, evening, or on the replay, we welcome you on this profound day of, in the Northern Hemisphere, the spring equinox and the moving out of the summer into fall in the Southern Hemisphere, the time of balance. Time stands still on this day of equality, and much is rising in this energy, isn't it, Anamani, on this powerful day?
It is. Every year, I think we all feel it. It's a time of, letting go and allowing ourselves to bloom into what's next. And tomorrow, there's a new moon in Aries. So lots of purging. I'm sure everyone's been feeling it so that we can step into new beginnings. And all these astrological movements are supporting us in that. And I know that the themes that I've been experiencing in my own life and with my clients is around anchoring more into our human body, because it's the only way that we can create, right, the world that's in deeper alignment with our soul's purpose. We have to anchor more of our soul's light. And so there's been a lot of focus on the lower three energy centers and really clearing out the old paradigms, the wounds, the trauma, many, a variety of, victimization and suffering and physical ailments and, speaking our truth. And all of that is coming up to be loved back into being. I love the way Yeshua says it. He always says it. We're loving all those parts of us back into being, back into the light. So you talked about balance. We're bringing those parts of us that are out of balance back into balance.
Absolutely. And as you were speaking, did you hear me sneeze? I'm really feeling these clearings, and the body is telling us. People may be feeling sneezes like that, or always a clearing. Digestive things, we're doing a lot of purging. And it has been reported by many people, and I know you and I were speaking about it earlier today, Anamani, that this week is absolutely an epic portal. It is a threshold for probably one of the greatest energetic shifts of our time in humanity, with all of the astrological alignments that are coming today with the equinox, tomorrow with the new moon in Aries. And all of these energetic alignments are bringing with them this opportunity to make that very clear choice point. We're being asked over and over again now in our lives, are we choosing love or are we choosing fear? We spoke about this earlier today, and surely this is our greatest life work when we are met with challenges and triggers. And in the collective right now, the fear is very electric, very alive in a lot of ways, and also the light is rising in a huge way. And I thought today about the metaphor of the forest fire that cracks open the pine cones and releases the seeds. The jack pine we have in northern Canada actually requires a forest fire. It requires, the immolation of the standing timbers to allow the pine cones to release their seed. So I feel that's an amazing metaphor for us at this time, that we're getting all of this light, these light codes and this energy from the sun. We had another C-class flare, another M-class from the sun that we are being showered with this solar radiance. And sometimes it's not all that comfortable for the body or for the mind. So, yes, come back to love, come back to the moment, come back to the heart, come back to self mercy, self compassion. And we came for this roller coaster ride.
Yes, some days easier than others,
Right?
but we have each other, and I mean that beyond the two of us here, we have this sacred soul family that you are not alone, and I want to say that you are not alone, that you have many, many guides, both on the spiritual plane, and I'm sure, there are people that you feel connected to on the physical plane that really are members of your soul family that are here to support you. We're here to help each other through this. We're not meant to do this alone.
No.
And so we invite you to take that in. We're going to be going into a meditation, and we're going to be playing some music in the background, and Pamela and I are just going to surrender and allow what wants to be either spoken or sounded or sung to express through our being. And so we invite you to get comfortable. If laying down is better for you to receive, then please do that. And if you have any crystals around that are calling to you, feel free to grab those. And yes, I love that one. And I have a whole ton of crystals here in front of me to place them on your body, because they partner with us to help pull out those threads and to help us restore those parts of us that are asking for more love.
Yes, beautifully said. And, I think this week, this is the time where, use whatever metaphor, analogy comes to heart. It's really where the rubber meets the road, because we have been, for the past several years, tested, and we've been through trials and challenges, and we've been shaped by this. And we are stronger for it. And at this time of this blossoming, where we are in the Northern Hemisphere, this time of spring, it's coming out of that void space of the winter, where it seems like perhaps not much has been going on to the naked eye, but within, each one of us has been going through such a tremendous process of transformation. And I love what you said, Anümani, about we're not meant to do it alone, because we want you to feel, whoever is receiving this right now, that we are in circle. And if you might just take a moment to close your eyes and feel us reaching out to touch and take your hands in circle, and that we can energetically feel each other and our energy, and feel the warmth begin to pulse palm to palm. And we invite whoever you may wish to invite into this circle energetically, beloved family members, or perhaps someone that is in need of healing, or sending this circle out to wrap around all of planet Earth. That we know that this time of deep transformation, chaos, turbulence, change of the past several years, we have been shaken to be stirred so that we may open our eyes again with the fresh eyes of a more awakened, evolved consciousness that can see through the veils, see past the filters of constriction or limitation or fear or doubt, that we may see through the luminosity of our divine eyes, that we hold each other's hands and say, hey, when the going gets tough, we give a squeeze and say, yeah, I'm shaking a bit, I'm afraid, and we might place whatever it is that you're feeling, place it in the center of the circle. if you have something that you have a concern about or a worry about or would just like some support about, imagine that you are placing it in the center of our circle with us tonight, that we may illuminate and elevate all of our personal and planetary vibrations to rise higher, to be given a perspective of solutions for ourselves, each other. And that at the heart of this is the Great Mother herself saying very strongly and very lovingly with her fierce grace, you came with the blueprint of the courage, the compassion, and the clarity that you need. I am with you. I am with you.
Yes, we are with you as one in circle, heart to heart. And so I'm going to turn on the music and we're going to go into the space. Inviting in all of our spiritual teams and guides. Many, many beings of light that are already holding this sacred container for us. Circles and circles of angelics, galactics, earthly spirits, your own teams and guides, your ancestors, your family members, those you are here to serve, coming into sacred circle with us here. And we invite in our sisters of the rose from all over the world to join in circle, holding hands. We invite in the lineage as they come in as in processional, encircling all of us, holding hands and connecting in heart to heart. We invite in the energies of Divine Mother, Divine Father, the goddesses and the deities, Mary Magdalene and Isis, Kuan Yin, all the Divine Mother energies, Shekinah, Sophia, all those goddesses that hold many faces of the energy of Divine Mother. For she is awakening through each of us, calling us home. For she gave birth to us. And the Sisters of the Rose holding those fertile seeds of that Divine Mother template. We give thanks for being here at this time, for being held and loved so deeply. For if we could see, if we could know beyond the human mind how unconditionally we are loved, we would choose love with just one breath. And we are being reminded that we can do that with just one breath. We open that doorway to choose love. So bring your attention into your heart center If it's difficult for you to get there, then imagine that there's this translucent elevator at the top of your head. And you are stepping into that elevator and dropping down, pressing the button to go down into your heart. And stepping into that chamber that is the portal in the doorway to the source, light, to soul, to your I am presence, to all that is you, on all dimensions, all realities. And we call forth all those aspects of your being to merge with you now, merge with you now, merge with you now. Source light, soul, over soul, I am presence. In any aspects of your soul, living and being in higher dimensions of reality, to connect into your heart, to merge with you now, to help you elevate to higher ground. And just allowing yourself to imagine, sense, or feel these aspects, this oneness, to open your heart, expanding out and out, for you are so vast, so much bigger than this human body. Allowing yourself to experience the vastness of your being, feeling that love expanding from within your heart and your higher heart as they opening that channel of deeper connection, deeper oneness. And imagine that in your heart there is a doorway, and it's leading upwards into higher dimensions. It's a translucent doorway that takes you into this beautiful pillar of light, pure source light, light of creation. And as you step through that doorway and allow yourself to be elevated, you're just floating upwards, upwards and upwards, surrendering and allowing. You are safe, beloved. You are safe to let go. You are held. You are loved so deeply. And you are rising and rising and rising. And we are being taken into a Syrian temple of light as we call forth the Syrian High Council. And they greet you in this temple of light. And you are walking in procession through this temple of light, walking towards the back of the temple. And there's a gateway into this mossy green cave, walking through that cave. And as you emerge to the other side, there's this amazing, what looks like a waterfall. But it is a waterfall of frequency and vibration. And the guardians of this temple are inviting you They're taking you to this waterfall, and you are standing underneath this waterfall, receiving this source light, this frequency and vibration, receiving this shower of source light. Surrendering, allowing. Let go, beloved. Let go of anything that no longer serves you. This source light, showering you, bathing you, purifying you, cleansing every layer of your etheric body, your spiritual body, your mental body, emotional body, physical body. It greets you with so much love. It's as if these frequencies are hugging the parts of you that have been separated out of balance, out of the truth of the oneness with Source, because of wounds and experiences that you have had. There's nothing you need to do but to surrender and allow and receive. Every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being showered in these frequencies and vibrations. And these guardians of this temple, these blue avatars, Syrian avatars, are surrounding you in circle around this waterfall, sending transmissions of light from their heart into your heart, from their third eye into your third eye, from their energy centers into your energy centers, wherever you need to heal and restore the truth within you, the truth that you are one with Source, with all that is. That is where these frequencies and vibrations are going. Wasi nuore anachara ila ore, nuare sore itara. Wasi uanatata ilaiha yuranase, nishtuaranero iara. O satindatea uare istorana haratutuasa.
Deshkwe I sewa shokewa.
Elai tuase uranate tua.
Elea soe I dundelewe shikewa.
Nesta tua, neta tuase uronata se.
Monde nirawe I rotewa moke shikwa.
Inate tu istoranaturuai, through time and space, restoring the parts of you out of alignment. Watituase urana ocharate.
Hoi oke iwe oshke mi. Oh he roe tue wasa mewa o he.
Ito tua nistoranairo, anchoring you in your divine light, bringing back the parts of you separated out restoring your power center, all that you are, lifting you. Feel the vastness of the you that you are, the true you. Watera ni tatua se or are na karatua. And dance with those sounds, beloved. We sway back and forth, helping our bodies to release. Allow your body to support you in the releasing, in restoring and receiving love within. Inda tua istatuara nasi wa nitatia heyo wa natisairwa
Ishque escawa
eate naiswa
moge we me wishqua
tuata
And as we feel the Great Mother herself wrapping her arms of light around us, arms vast and strong enough to hold every single human sentient being on this planet. We see the skies open with that shower of turquoise, Syrian blue. We see the stars collide and burst with light, showering down upon our heads and feeling our bodies soften to receive. We feel our minds relax and open become open vessels to this divine mother love that she is sending, seeding with every one of our breaths, our heartbeat coming into alignment with the beautiful Great Mother herself, feeling this grace warming and blessing us, feeling seeds of light expanding through our bodies, through our bloodstream, this merging of indigo blue and ruby red, scarlet streams of light, merging with blue from the heavens, feeling duality melting away, and feeling the birthing of this new time on planet Earth, this golden age where the blueprint of unity consciousness is awakening in each one of our hearts. Feel this divine blueprint of benevolence and beauty, bliss, the becoming of Homo Luminous, the being of light that you came here to be. As the Great Mother invites you to drop away your cloak of grief, of fear, the heavy garments of separation, of the places where you have felt the ache of loneliness, and at times a feeling of such sorrow for this planet and her beings, such a feeling of discouragement that perhaps you have wept tears, feeling at the end of yourself. And so we say, dear one, you are at the end of yourself. And you are at the beginning of this new you that is being birthed this week. So see the Great Mother as she's wrapping her strong and supple arms of light around you. Melt, allow yourself to fall back into her arms, weeping with relief, rejoicing that it is your time to rise, to feel the ease on your path, and the others who are here to support you, to have your back, to co-create with you, to share in this great time of celebration, and feel yourself growing as a tree with deep roots of radiance, reaching down into the deep core of Mother Earth as your branches rise higher and higher, up into the sky of being. You are limitless, infinite, powerful beyond measure. We are here together to wrap ourselves in this cloak of light, to embrace our phoenix feathers. We are here to awaken to the love that we are. We are love. We are love. And love will carry us over the waters, under the bridge that has carried so much of our past wounds and pain. See yourself stepping onto that bridge now, being lifted, being guided, being strengthened, being given the energy to take these steps. And now feel within yourselves, beautiful, beloved brothers and sisters, feel yourself dancing in this light and feeling this joy and this upliftment and this celebration. It is like a jubilee, a festival of joy as you feel yourself coming into this blueprint of knowing who you are and letting all of the doubt and the discord, the discouragement, the separation, the sorrow fall away into that river below you and roll off your back these burdens into the water to be carried away, taken up into the light, one with all that is. And you are this love. We see all of the angels and the ascended masters, our family of light. We see Yeshua with the most beatific smile creeping across his beautiful face, holding one palm up, beaming light from his left palm, the feminine side, and saying, yes, my loves, you have come for this time, for the rising of the divine feminine, for you to bring to this planet the time where you awaken to know you are one, and that you are here to help each other heal, to help each other grow, to hold each other as you blossom and grow and rise ever upwards into the sky of being. I love you. I love you, my daughters and sons, sisters and brothers. We are family. And we want you to know that when you feel the darkness creeping in around the edges of your field of your mind, close your eyes and come back to this space where your soul family awaits. For you know that your deepest wound will bring forth your highest wisdom, and from where you have fallen to your knees and suffered the most profound tears and pain, this is the place that you will help others to walk over the bridge, for you know this suffering, it has grown your leading edge of luminous compassion and courage. We have come for these times. It is time, my loves. It is time.
Divine Mother Isis is with us as she expands her wings, and the priestesses of Isis surrounding you. Isis placing her wings around each of you. Bringing your awareness into your heart, beloveds.
I am the love. I am the light. This light, I hold you now, my child. Do not am here. I am here. I am always near. Oh, my child, I love you so. Oh, 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 I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you, my child.
As we anchor in these energies of love, for love is the alchemy, bringing back all those parts of you restored in the fullness of their divinity. For your ego seeks to be loved, to be seen, to be heard. And we bring those parts of you back, restored in love, wherever they are meant to return into your body. Receive them as we anchor them back into your heart. And they fill parts of you where wounds existed. They are no more. Now full of this vastness of love and light that is your true essence, filling you up, filling and filling like a holy grail. Imagine your body like a holy grail being filled with the vastness of your being, filling and filling and filling, anchoring in your body that which you are, allowing, receiving, surrendering, integrating those truths, those frequencies, those vibrations, those light codes. You know how to do this, beloved.
Ishque amaikwe.
Inatiroase,
Ishque mibi oskewa.
Wataranatituase.
Roki mishque osekwa. Shikelole. Moea. And so you feel now in your heart this river of light that is the love you are, the love you were born as when you came into this time of experiencing this extraordinary life journey, a spirit having a human experience. Feeling your heart growing wider, larger, infinite, expanding to hold all of your experiences, the light and the dark, the pain and the joy, the pride and the humility, all of the sides of the swings of the pendulum of duality. We hold the parading, egoic, prideful side of us with the one that holds the quiet listening of humility and non-judgment, compassion and mercy for all. We see that there is a place for all sides of us, and that every experience, especially the ones we have judged as wrong or mistakes or painful, or where we have been rent asunder, brought to our knees, where we have judged ourselves and thought we have failed, times in relationship where we have felt the sting of our own harsh words, or felt the agony, the ache of betrayal or of abandonment. We know that these times have been the most potent times for us to learn and to grow. And so we hold ourselves and all others in our lives, our families, our acquaintances, our friends, our community members, all of those that we dance with in this life. We say, thank you for this experience of having the grit come to us to polish us. And at this time, as we grow our love and our heart grows wider, we choose to not engage in triggers that cause fear or any kind of grievance to arise. We simply step back. We hold space. We hold love in our hearts for ourselves. And we choose to be love in action. We choose to send love to those where we have felt the sting of poison of words or actions. And as we do this, this is the way of the Christ, the way of the Christed family, to continue to grow our musculature of compassion, especially for ourselves when we feel weakened or tired or at the end of ourselves. May we first serve ourselves from this buffet of universal, unconditional love, that we may fortify and nourish our own bodies and beings, that we may stand up, spine straight, shoulders back, and know who we are, that we may lower our voices into this place of love and joy and compassion and mercy, that others may feel this frequency and feel their fear simply dissolve and melt. And may we do this for you, me, and all of our relations. May we build this field where love grows so radiant and strong that anything that is not love simply cannot be anymore. It simply melts away, dissolves, disappears. This is the planet Earth we are coming into in the golden age, and the sun is supporting us with her solar flares and awakening this radiance within us. So I bow to each one of you, beloveds, for having this beautiful, magnificent mercy and love. It is beautiful to watch our planet shifting, and we are here for you. All of the ascended masters, the archangels, all of our teams of light, they smile and say, we watch you with pride. For you have stumbled and staggered, you have fallen, but even as you falter, you stand up again and you strengthen each other. And this is the time we have come for, to stand shoulder to shoulder, emboldening each other, to not let the fear get us by that weakened place. We do not even allow it to take us, take our mind into that false light spiral. No, we choose again and again to strengthen our tender, noble hearts with this fortifying, fierce grace of the Divine Mother Love herself. And she says, so it is, my loves, and so it is.
And so it is that all those entanglements, all those distortions, we melt away, restoring them back into love as we prepare you to come back into your body. And the Syrian guardians place this beautiful robe around your shoulders in a crown of light on your head. The king, the queen, returning home. You are kings and queens of light, beloved, being restored in the fullness of your sovereignty, of all that is your birthright. We anchor that for you and for all, for our ancestors, our families, our loved ones, those we are here to serve, on all timelines, all dimensions, all realities. And you begin to walk forward, back through the cave, into that pillar of light, and you float down through that pillar of light, back into your heart center, back into your body, moving your body, your legs, your feet, your arms, helping to bring back all of your beingness back into your human vessel. As we give thanks to all the beings of light that joined us, we give thanks to you, beloved, for being here at this time, for doing this work, this important work, for every breath that you take, every moment where you are allowing love to express through you, allowing your light, is a contribution to the evolution of humanity. At this great time, this turning point in the history of the earth, we join together as brothers and sisters, hand in hand, heart in heart, soul to soul, mind to mind, in oneness, to anchor love, pure love, divine love on this planet. And feeling yourselves more present, 5, more present, 4, more present, 3, more present, 2, and 1, fully present in your bodies. Thank you, dear sister, as we joined in this beautiful space.
Thank you, Anümani.
Thank you, my sister. We have done this together before.
Many lifetimes.
Yes.
Indeed.
And so we'd like to bring you into the space of this sacred retreat that Pamela and I are co-facilitating in Sedona, Arizona on April 26th to May 1st. And we have 3 seats left. It's going to be a very intimate gathering of 12 sisters plus 3, so 15 gathering together to come in sacred union and take this deeper, right? To the continuing to move through the layers and also activating the White Rose Flame in all those who will gather with the Sisters of the Rose, the Christed family, Isis, Mary Magdalene, and all the many galactics and angelics and earthly spirits that will be joining us.
I hear Kuan Yin saying, this is the time for the mercy and compassion of heaven to be brought to earth through each one of your hearts and voices and all of the goddesses and benevolent ones that watch us, guide us. We are the instruments of peace. We are the earthly vessels. We are the earth angels. We are the ones who have come to usher in this shift of the ages. And it is a beautiful and sacred privilege to be alive at this time. And there is a prayer that before we came on the call that we shared that came to me years ago, and it is, thank you, Divine Mother, Father, God, for your faith in us, that you have placed such a glorious mission in our hands, in our hearts, upon our lips, from head to toe. So we say thank you to those of you who joined us today and those that will be coming to the replay. It is a divine assignment, and we're built for it. We were made for this beautiful assignment to expand, for this ascension, both feet on the ground, holding each other's hands, right? And the red rock energy, you know, having been in Sedona several times, we can see it in the background of this photograph. It has a lot of iron ore, which is what gives it this reddish color. And it is just so naturally grounding to be in Sedona. It's grounding. It's also very elevating. It has, you know, these beautiful vortexes that create quite an exalted energy, and it assists with whatever we're moving out, you know, what we're releasing and bringing in and expanding and anchoring. So there's a huge amount of assistance energetically by being there at that location, which is why we chose Sedona. And if you are hearing this and are feeling the call, you will know, your intuition will...
Maybe Sedona chose us.
I think she did, girlfriend. Yeah, my sister. She definitely did. And we have 2 beautiful Airbnb properties that chose us, I'll tell you that, having done the research. So we are going to, be... Well, I keep calling it, instead of, it's not a retreat of a lifetime, it's a retreat of a lifetime, because we are coming together to embody this love, to dance in it, to co-create with it, just to bask in it, be it.
Absolutely. And we have a 2 payment plan available till this Friday, March 24th, and early bird pricing goes through March 31st. So, you know, if you felt a call in your heart, do this for yourself. You know, many of us overwork ourselves and don't pay attention to sometimes the subtle signs that we get when it's a time to take a break from the 3D and go into a space where you can be held in a safe container And that's what we will be creating together, right? Because we're doing it together in sisterhood to hold you in a safe container, to allow you to speak whatever needs to be spoken, to receive whatever needs to be received in
Absolutely.
a loving, energy like what we just experienced.
There is something deeply cradling and sacred about being in a place where we can share our deepest truths and be vulnerable. So much of our lives we spend in the routine, and also just by way of our conditioning, we tend to armor. And the deepest healing occurs when we allow ourselves to, I say, feel, to reveal what is arising to be healed. So, we hold each other and we midwife the joy and the tears, all of the experiences. And, do it for yourself. Absolutely, yes. And as this divine feminine energy is rising, one of the things that is becoming very clear is that through the ages, women have been the caretakers, the nurturers, the givers. And because today is about the equinox and balance, women can tend to be drained by many of the roles. We tend to overgive. We tend to give to everyone else. And, when we take the time and create the space, and also I have to say, give ourselves the permission to feel joy. Give ourselves the time and space and permission to blossom. A rose needs a certain environment, needs to be in a greenhouse, in a hothouse, to have certain humidity and be watered. And we're going to be providing those beautiful circumstances and conditions for your greatest blossoming. And when you fill your cup, that is when you have more to give. So do it for you, but also do it for those in your life, your families, your coworkers. They will all benefit. We all benefit the whole when we take care of and bless ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, my sister. Well said. When what we do for ourselves, we do for all. Yeah, as we work on
Absolutely.
ourselves, we're doing it for all of humanity. And especially the people that are closest in our lives will feel that. Many times we're breaking chains that have been repeating, lifetime after lifetime. And in this lifetime, we're being asked to break those chains. And
We
many of
are.
you, I know, Pamela and I have been experiencing this in our own lives of, being asked to step forward and break those chains for our ancestors, for our families.
And without a doubt, three of these roles that come to mind that are from the old energy, that are brittle and worn out and contribute to us feeling brittle and worn out, are the victim and the martyr and the tyrant. And these are all hats and roles that we've played unconsciously to get our needs met, but they are from the ego and the shadow and the inorganic matrix of manipulation. So we have come to break those brittle chains and to become so conscious, because it takes courage to ask for what we need when we feel vulnerable. So sisters, we are here to create this new, emboldened, grounded feminine that is rooted in owning our power and owning what it is that we need to feel well, to feel wise, to feel happy, to bring in that sovereign divine energy and allow it to bring us into this time of the phoenix rising, because we're not meant to be victims. We are not victims.
Absolutely, my sister.
We are victors.
Yes.
I call it the victory vector. This is what we're stepping into. We're letting go of the victimhood, and together we're stepping into the victory vector, because the victim angle is very narrow, and you get to the end of it and bump your head and go, oh, I'm getting nowhere with that. But the victory vitality vector opens wide, and we benefit ourselves and all others.
Absolutely. And in letting go of that victimhood and all those other paradigms, we are rising together to speak our truths, allow our voices to be heard and expressed, really feeling and embodying our power, and also the grace and the beauty of being in the feminine body.
Yes.
For the sisters who are going to be joining us, right, of experiencing yourself in your female body and all that it brings, the nurturing, the nourishment, the creation, even, sacred sexuality, of really honoring the beauty of your being and using all of that energy, because it is the life force that allows that creative doorway to open within us. And we have been shunned and shamed for so many lifetimes. And we are opening and creating the space to let that go.
Oh, I just heard as you were saying that, it was like a banner above both of our heads. It's time to permission, passion, and pleasure as our true
Yes,
power.
I love that.
And, and in that embodied way that we then model that and encourage others. Because, I once heard it said that genius is nothing more than being fully present in your relaxation, as in not being distracted, not being in obligation, not being weary. But when one, I think of it, slipping into a hot tub where all your cares melt away and you feel that come over you, where all of a sudden all is right with the world. And we come into that place of deep wellness. And that's when our intuition and our creativity and that sensuality arises, when we feel the warmth of the expansion as opposed to that cold of the constriction, right? So everything we're talking about is encouraging living our day-to-day lives in that place of that warmth and that expansion. I mean, I keep thinking about the greenhouse and the warmth and the humidity. And this is when we give ourselves these conditions. This is when we blossom. Wow. And listen, I often find, because there's so much to be cleared with, we've lived as worker bees and, as men and women, but we chug along. And if you got more to do, you just drink coffee. You just keep, or, you keep going. But what we are, those of us who are here to teach the mindful, heartful ways of embracing the divine feminine, it's about removing resistance. Because when the mind and the heart are in coherence and the body feels well and well loved and warm and blossoming, that is when energy is so present and so infinite. We can accomplish so much more when we're not in resistance. And that radiance, when it flows, that is what inspiration is. It's energy, it's inspiration, it's contagious. So this is what we are here to teach, you and I, is that love is the drug that we want. Love is the drug. And it's so good, and there's no hangover. And it just keeps rippling out to then, encourage more blossoming in the world. This is what we've come to do in Unity Consciousness is, the 60s was, I have flowers behind me from my son's wedding, but I'm thinking about flower power and everything about that time. We are in another cycle of that. It's a deeper point on the spiral. It's a renaissance of this liberation of those of us who know we came to be free. This is our liberation lifetime. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, let's live it.
So if you're feeling that call, then we invite you to join us, and you can register. There's a link beneath the video where you can go to AnumaniSpeaks.com also on the homepage, there's a link where you can get to the landing page. And again, if you're feeling the call, we have 3 seats available, and we have a 2-payment plan available until this Friday, March 24th. So we look forward to gathering with you if you're feeling this this love revolution that Pamela and I are creating with all the
Come.
sisters that are joining us.
Join the love caravan. Come into Sedona in April. And if you have any questions, or, if you need a little, answering of your questions, or if you need a cheerleader, we're here. If you need some encouragement or just clarity for yourself, feel free, don't be afraid to reach out to us. For that
Absolutely.
or other reasons.
Yeah, our emails are also included below the video, so you can reach out to Pamela or myself. We want to thank you for those who joined us live and those who will join the replay. We shower you in so much love and blessings. And as Ishtar, my Syrian guides always say, remember that you are love and you are loved.
Yes, my sister. That is it. And what more can be said? And we are love, and love is all. And I say, put your dream seeds in your dream basket this week and water them well with your faith and the fervent grace of love itself, because this week is asking us to dream big and to know that what is dreaming you is what you have come in your soul's purpose to live. Yes, so let's all take this beautiful week of this March equinox and new moon in Aries energy and amplify the field with this goodness and this grace. And I'll meet you in the dream field, my sister. Dreaming big.
Yes, absolutely. We love you all.
For the highest good of all. We
yes,
love you all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
So much love. Thank you.